Hi students, in previous video we have seen what are trigonometric ratios and functions, trigonometric functions. If you missed that video, just go to the description. I have given the link in the playlist trigonometry. Just click, watch and learn the concept. Now in this video, let us look into the values of trigonometric functions at different angles of theta using a unit circle. After watching this video, if the concept is clear to you, don't forget to give a like, share and subscribe Sharda Max. Learn concepts of mathematics for more videos on more concepts. Now let us start the video. In previous video on trigonometric functions, we studied that whenever we are talking about the trigonometric functions, we have to take a circle of unit radius 1 making angle theta in a coordinate axis, is it not? So let us draw it now. Let this be y dash and this be y and this be x and this be x dash. Now in this coordinate axis we have to draw a unit circle of radius 1. So here to here it is radius 1 making an angle theta with the x-axis. Okay. Now we are going to study the value of this angle theta, assuming that this terminal ray is rotating in the anti-clockwise direction, in this direction, because then only the theta value will be positive, is it not? So when we are going to study in this video about the value of theta, assuming that this terminal ray is in anti-clockwise direction. If it is clockwise direction, that is in this direction, the value will be same but it will be negative. When the terminal ray is in this direction, rotating in this direction, then the value will be negative. Theta value will be negative but the value will be same. Okay. Now we are going to calculate this value theta in assuming that this ray is in anti-clockwise direction, rotating in the anti-clockwise direction at 0 degrees, 30 degrees, 60 degrees, 45 degrees, 90 degrees and so on. Which values are very important in doing calculations as well as in studying, which are very useful, which are very important for studying, that is for plotting graphs of trigonometric functions. So these values are very important. So let us study in this video about the value of angle theta at these degrees. Okay. Now the point here, if you draw a perpendicular from here to here, let this be x and this be y. Then this point is nothing but it is the order. This contains the order pair x comma y. Is it not? According to the definition of unit circle, this the intersection points of x and y on the circle, that is this order pair contains this order pair xy is nothing but the x coordinate belongs to cos theta, the y coordinate belongs to sin theta. So whatever the values you will get on the circle, those belongs to the x coordinate belongs to the x intercept belongs to cos theta and the y intercept belongs to sin theta. Now let us go into the calculations of getting the value of angle theta at different angles. Okay. Suppose the terminal ray is making an angle 0. 0 means it will be here, is it not? So the terminal ray will be also on the go along the x-axis. So the theta when the theta is 0, is it not? So we need this point. This point will be the first coordinate of x is 1 and y is 0. This is origin, is it not? So taking the center as O, we have drawn a unit circle of radius 1 and we are studying about the trigonometric functions. So this is origin. So the value of y is 0. So the point here, it will be 0. This is 0 degrees. This value at 0 degrees. This value belongs to cos 0 and this value belongs to sin 0. Okay. So in this coordinate pair 1, 0, order pair 1, 0, this x-intercept is nothing but the value of cos 0 and this y-intercept is nothing but sin 0. Sin 0, okay? That is cos 0 degrees and sin 0 degrees. The value of cos 0 degrees is 1 and the value of sin 0 degrees is 0. Now, if you rotate this terminal ray to 90 degrees, so here it will be 90, is it not? So, if it is here 90 degrees, here to here, the value of x is 0 and the value of y is 1. So, in this order pair 0, 1 at 90 degrees, this belongs to cos 90 degrees. This belongs to sin 90 degrees value. This is the value of sin 90 degrees and this is the value of cos 90 degrees. Okay. This 90 degrees can also be written in pi, is it not? We have the relation d by 90 is equal to 2r by pi. Using this relation, we can convert this degree to radians. So this becomes r is equal to d by 90 into pi by 2. So we have to write the degree here which we are going to convert. It is nothing but 90 degrees. So 90 by 90 into pi by 2. So this cancels, you will get pi by 2. Similarly, using this relation, you can convert any degree into radian and you will get the value in the term, in pi radians. Okay, so here it is pi by 2. So this can, cos 90 degrees can also be written as cos pi by 2 sin pi by 2. The meaning is same. Both belongs to 90 degrees. Pi by 2 means it is 90. So we can also write that this value is cos pi by 2. This value is sin pi by 2. So this is pi by 2 value. Now, if you rotate this terminal ray to 180 degrees, so this will be 180, is it not? So when it is 180 degrees, the value of x-axis will x-intercept will be here to here. That is -1 and y will be 0. So x is negative. The value is same, only thing is x is negative. So cos. So in the order pair -1, 0, this value belongs to, I am talking about this order pair, okay, this point of intersection. So this belongs to cos 180 degrees. This belongs to sin 180 degrees. Using this relation, if you convert, this will be pi. Okay. Now, this is 90 plus 90, 180. Now, if we come to here, if you think the terminal ray is here, then it is 270. Is it not? 90 plus 90, it is 180. 180 plus 90, it is 270 degrees. 270 degrees in pi, we can write it as 3 pi by 2. Okay, now let us see what will be the value here. Here, if we calculate, the point of intersection will be from here to here, it is 1 and it is negative of y. Is it not? Negative of y. So it will be -1 and the x value will be 0. Okay, so here the value of sin 270 degrees is -1, sin cos 270 degrees is 0. That is, if we write here order pair 0, -1, this is the value of cos 270 degrees. This is the value of sin 270 degrees. If you convert these into radians, this we can write it as cos 3 pi by 2 value, and this is the sine 3 pi by 2 value. Okay. Now let us calculate the value of theta at 30 degrees. At 30 degrees, let us calculate what will be the trigonometric functions. Assume that the terminal ray is making an angle 30 degrees. Okay, 30 degrees. Now we of radius 1. This the length of this circle is radius is 1. Is it not? That is making an angle 30 degrees. Now we have to calculate the value of this point. To get the value of this point, draw a perpendicular from here to here, so that it becomes a right angle triangle. So this becomes 90 degrees. Is it not? So just let us draw here rough diagram. This is 30 degrees. This is 90 degrees. Let this point be A, let this point be B, let this point be C. This 30 degrees we can write in radians as using the relation as we studied before. That is d by 90 is equal to 2 r by pi. Using this relation you will get radians. In radians this value as d is nothing but 30 by 90. So this into pi by 2. So this is equal to 0, 0 cancels. This is 3. So this is nothing but pi by 6. So this 36 can be written as pi by 6. Okay. So at pi by 6, we have to get the values of x intersect and y intersection points. Is it not? That is, we are going to get the value of this point when the ray is making an angle of pi by 6. To get this angle of this side, we have to use the properties of triangle. According to the properties of triangle, the sum of the angles should be 180 degrees. Is it not? So this is 30 degrees. So 30 plus 90 plus angle C is equal to 180 degrees. We have to calculate the angle at this point. Is it not? So angle C is equal to 180 minus this is 120. So you will get 60 degrees. So this is 60. So we got all the angles of this triangle. All angles of all the sides. Three angles we got. Now let us see which this let us observe to which triangle this triangle is similar. Let us take as if the radius is 1. Here also the value will be 1. Is it not? From here to here it is, we have taken as of length 1. The radius is of length 1. Is it not? So this is 1. Now let us draw an equilateral triangle of equal length which is 1. So let us take an equilateral triangle. The length of 3 sides is same which is 1. Equilateral triangle means it is clear. The angle of 3 sides should be 60 degrees. So here 60 degrees. All the 3 angles will be same which is 60 degrees. And sides will be also same which we have taken as 1. This is 1 and this is 1 and this is 1. Here to here. Now draw a perpendicular from here to here. This becomes 90 degrees. Is it not? When we splitted this triangle into 2 triangles, then this angle becomes 30 degrees. Then this angle becomes 30 degrees. Angle of this triangle becomes 30 degrees. Understood? I just draw a perpendicular from here and splitted this equilateral triangle into 2 triangles. So this angle became 30 degrees and the angle of this triangle became 30 degrees. Now let us observe to which triangle this triangle is similar. Here 30 degrees is there, 90 degrees is there, 60 degrees is there. If you rotate this triangle into anti-clockwise direction, then this triangle will be similar to this triangle. Is it not? Here 30, 90 and 60 will be similar to this. Is it not? So using this triangle, using this triangle and this triangle, we can get the value of these sides. Here, according to the we have taken the length of these 3 sides as 1. So when we splitted the triangle into 2 triangles, this becomes half, and the length from here to here becomes half. Is it not? So we are studying about this triangle only. So the side which is containing the angle 90 degrees and 60 degrees is of length half. So this is 90 and this is 60. This is 90 and this is 60. Here also the angle is 90 and 60. So the length of this side is half. Now we doesn't know the length of this side, which we have to calculate. So let us take it as A. Now using Pythagoras theorem. Using Pythagoras theorem, we can get the value of this. Is it not? So let us use it. So hypotenuse square is equal to side square plus side square. So this becomes 1 square is equal to 1 by 2 whole square plus a square. So this becomes 1 square is nothing but 1. So this is 1 equal to 1 by 4 plus a square. Now bring this 1 by 4 to LHS. This becomes a square is equal to 1 minus 1 by 4, which is equal to 4 minus 1 is nothing but 3 by 4. So a is equal to square root of 3 by 4. So square root of 3 is nothing but root 3 by square root of 4 is nothing but 2. So we got root 3 by 2. We got the a value as root 3 by 2. So the length of this side is equal to root 3 by 2. We got all the lengths of this right angle triangle. Then we can easily find trigonometric ratios, is it not? So using the values of this lengths of this triangle, let us find the trigonometric ratios. So this becomes, we are calculating angle at here, is it not? So we have to take this angle into consideration, is it not? So the angle which is opposite to the side which is opposite to theta is nothing but opposite side. So this is the opposite side and this is the side which is opposite to 90 degrees is hypotenuse, and this is the hypotenuse and this is the adjacent side. So sine 30 degrees. Sine 30 degrees is nothing but opposite side by a hypotenuse, is it not? So just write down here 1 by 2 by 1, which is equal to 1 by 2. Now cos 30 degrees. Cos 30 degrees is nothing but adjacent side by hypotenuse. Adjacent side is root 3 by 2. This value is root 3 by 2, is it not? By 1. So this is root 3 by 2. So at this point, the coordinates will be root 3 by 2, 1 by 2. So at this point, we will get the pi by 6 value, which is nothing but root 3 by 2, cos 30 as root 3 by 2 and sin 30 as 1 by 2. Now, as we done for 30 degrees, if we calculate in the same manner at 150 degrees, that is 180 minus 30 degrees, that is at 150 degrees. This 150 degrees in pi radians, we can write it as 5 pi by 6. So at 150 degrees, if we calculate in the same way as we done for 30 degrees, you will get the same value of cos theta and sin theta, only there will be change in signs. So here the value will be here y is positive and x is negative, is it not? So the coordinates will be the same values, only the sign will changes. So here it will be minus root 3 by 2, x is negative, is it not? So minus root 3 by 2 and the y value will be 1 by 2. Similarly, if you calculate at 180 plus 30 degrees at 210 degrees, which we can write it in pi radians as 7 pi by 6. If we calculate as we done for 30 degrees in the same way at 210 degrees, you will get the same values, only there will be a change in the signs. Here x is negative, y is negative. So the values here will be minus root 3 by 2 minus 1 by 2. Similarly, if you calculate at 360 minus 30, that is at 330 degrees. if you calculate this 330 degrees in pi radians, we can write it as 11 pi by 6. Here x is positive, y is negative. So the coordinates here will be root 3 by 2 minus 1 by 2. The values will be same, only there is a change in the signs as we have done for 30 degrees. And similarly, if you calculate at 330 degrees as we done for 30 degrees, you will get the same value. You will get these values. Okay. There is only change in the sign values of 30 degrees and 330 degrees coordinates. Is it not? So once you remember the value of, once you get the 30 degrees value, you can easily calculate at 150 degrees, 210 degrees, 330 degrees. So it is best and better to remember the value of 30 degrees. That is sin 30 as 1 by 2, cos 30 as root 3 by 2, which will be useful in doing our calculations. Okay, they will be useful while doing calculations, because once we get these, you can get three values. Is it not? 150, 210, 330. Then it makes our calculation easy. Is it not? So remember the value at 30 degrees, sin 30 and cos 30. They will be useful in doing your calculations fast. Okay, now let us study about the value of trigonometric functions at angle 45 degrees. Now, let us consider the terminal ray is making an angle of radius 1 is making an angle 45 degrees with x-axis. Okay, 45 degrees. Now we have to calculate the point of intersection at the of x-axis and y-axis at this point. Is it not? To get the value of x-intercept and y-intercept at this point, draw a perpendicular from here to here. Then this becomes 90 degrees. Is it not? Let us draw a rough diagram of this here and study about this triangle. So this is 45 degrees. This is 90. Now we have to get the value of this triangle. Is it not? So to get the value of this triangle, at this angle of this triangle, we have to use the properties of triangle. Let this be A, B and C. Now, according to the properties of triangle, the sum of the angles should be 180 degrees. Is it not? So 45 plus 90 plus angle C is equal to 180 degrees. To get the value of this angle, I am using the properties of triangle, which I done the same in the case of 30 degrees. So this angle C will be 180 minus, it is nothing but 135. So this is equal to, if you subtract, you will get again 45 degrees. So this is 45 degrees. So one angle is 45, the other angle, two angles are 45 degrees and one angle is 90 degrees. This triangle is quite similar to isosceles right angle triangle. Is it not? According to the properties of isosceles right angle triangle, two sides of this triangle will be same. Here the length is 1. We have taken this length as 1. Here to here as 1. Is it not? So this is 1. These two sides will be same. Is it not? We have to calculate the length of this, get the value of the length of this side and this side. So let us take it as A and let us take it as A. Both lengths should be same. Is it not? It is the isosceles right angle triangle means two lengths of two sides will be same. So I have taken the same length as A. Length of this side and this side as A. So using the Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse square is equal to side square plus side square. We can get the value of this side, these two sides. Is it not? Let us use this. So this becomes 1 square is equal to A square plus A square. This is equal to 1 is equal to 2A square. Now this becomes A square is equal to 1 by 2. So this can be written as A is equal to square root of 1 by 2, which is equal to 1 by square root of 2. So we got the A value as 1 by root 2, 1 by root 2. We got the length of three sides. Now we can easily calculate the trigonometric ratios. we are calculating angle at this side. We are taking the angle here at this point, and we are doing the calculation, is it not? So the angle which is the side which is opposite to this angle will be opposite side, and the side which is opposite to 90 degrees will be hypotenuse, and this will be adjacent side. So the sine 45 degrees will be opposite side by adjacent side, is it not? So 1 by root 2 by 1. Opposite side by hypotenuse. Opposite side by hypotenuse. This one. So this is 1. So this will be 1 by root 2. Now cos 45. Cos 45 degrees means it will be adjacent side by hypotenuse. So adjacent side is 1 by root 2. Hypotenuse value is 1. So we got cos 45 as 1 by root 2. We got sin 45 and cos 45. We can write it here, is it not? So this will be 1 by root 2. Cos 45 will be 1 by root 2. Sin 45 will be 1 by root 2. We got both the values. Similarly, when you calculate at 180 minus 45, that is around, that is 135, at 135 degrees. This 45 degrees in pi radians, we can write it as pi by 4. Similarly, 135 degrees, we can write it as 3 pi by 4. At this point, the value will be same, but the x coordinate and the sign before the x coordinate and y coordinate changes. So here, it is 1 by root 2, is it not? So 1 by root 2 and x is negative. So here it will be minus sign, and y is positive. So you will get 1 by root 2 only. Okay. Now, if you calculate at 270 minus 45, that is 225 degrees. In pi radians, it will be 5 pi by 4. The value here will be also 1 by root 2. Here it is negative, is it not? So minus 1 by root 2. Cos 45 will be minus 1, cos 225 will be minus 1 by root 2. Sin 225 will be, here y is negative. So here also minus 1 by root 2. Now here at 360 minus 45. 360 minus 45 means 315 degrees. This we can write it as 7 pi by 4. So the value here will be, y is negative and x is positive. So 1 is 1 by root 2 minus 1 by root 2. So once you get the value of 45 degrees, then you can easily write at 135 degrees, 225 degrees and 315 degrees. Okay. And if you remember the 45 value at 45 degrees of sin theta and cos theta, you can easily do calculations. Okay. Now let us study about the value of sin 60 and cos 60 when the terminal radius is making an angle 60 degrees. Now let us consider the terminal ray is making an angle 60 degrees of radius 1. Okay, we have to calculate the point at the, we have to find the point at this point. Is it not? The x and y intersect at this point we need. So just draw a perpendicular from here to here. If we calculate this point, this becomes the value of cos 60 and sin 60. Is it not? So draw a perpendicular from here to here, as we done in case of 30 degrees and 45 degrees. Similarly, you have to draw a perpendicular from here to here. So this becomes, if you draw a rough diagram, this is 90 degrees, this is 60 degrees, and this we have to calculate. Is it not? Let it be A, B, C. The angle at C we have to calculate using properties of triangle as we done before. Here also we have to calculate the angle at C. 60 plus 90 plus C is equal to, angle C is equal to 180 degrees, because the sum of right angle triangle, sum of a triangle should be 180 degrees. Is it not? So angle C is equal to 180 minus 150, which is equal to 30 degrees. So we got this angle as 30 degrees. We got three angles, 60, 90 and 30. Now this the length of this side is 1, which we have taken. So, as we done in the case of 30 degrees, similarly here also you have to consider an equilateral triangle of length 1 and study about the sides of this triangle. So, let us take an equilateral triangle of 60 degrees. Equilateral triangle, for equilateral triangle, all the angles of the triangle will be 60 degrees, is it not? So all the three angles will be 60 degrees. Now draw a perpendicular from here to here. We have taken an equilateral triangle of length 1. So the length of all the sides of this equilateral triangle is 1. Draw a perpendicular from here to here and separate this triangle into two triangles. Then this angle becomes 30 degrees. Then this angle becomes 30 degrees. Now just observe to which triangle this triangle is similar. Okay, this triangle is similar to here. So to this triangle, is it not? Here 60 is there, here 30 is there, here also, here 90 degrees is there, is it not? So this is 90 and this is 90. So here also 90 degrees is there. So this triangle is similar to this triangle. And length of this side, when the length of whole of this equilateral triangle is 1, then this will becomes half 1 by 2 and this becomes 1 by 2. For this triangle it becomes 1 by 2. Is it not? So this triangle is similar to this and the length of the side containing the angle 60 degrees and 90 degrees is half. So here 60 is there, here 90 is there. The length is half. So this is half. Now we have to calculate the length of this side. Let us take it as A. Okay. Using Pythagoras theorem, we have to calculate the value of that length. Okay. The calculation is quite similar to as we have done in case of 30 degrees. Here for 60 degrees also we have to take a equilateral triangle of length 1. Okay. And just observe the draw a perpendicular and separate into two triangles and observe to which triangle the triangle is similar and get the values of we have to get the values of this triangle. Okay. So this becomes, using the Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse square is equal to side square plus side square. What is the hypotenuse? 1 square is equal to, which is 1 is 1 by 2 whole square plus a square. So this is 1 square is equal to 1 by 4 is equal to plus a square. 1 square is nothing but 1, is it not? So 1 is equal to 1 by 4 plus a square. We have to get the value of a square. So this becomes a square is equal to, bring this 1 by 4 to LHS. 1 minus 1 by 4 is equal to 4 minus 1 is 3 by 4. So we will get a is equal to square root of 3 by 4. Square root of 3 is square root of 3. Square root of 4 is 2. Is it not? So square root of root 3 by 2 we will get. Okay? Understood? Square root of root 3 by 2 we got. So the value of this side is root 3 by 2. So we got all the sides, length sides, 3 sides of the triangle, length of the 3 sides of the triangle. Then we can easily calculate the trigonometric ratios. Is it not? Let us do it now. So this becomes, from this triangle, here we are calculating at 60 degrees. Is it not? The side which is opposite to this angle will be opposite side. So this is opposite side and the side which is opposite to 90 degrees is hypotenuse and this is adjacent side. Is it not? So sine 60 will be, sine 60 degrees is equal to opposite side by hypotenuse. We got the opposite side as root 3 by 2 by hypotenuse value as 1. So this is root 3 by 2. Cos 60 degrees is equal to adjacent side. Adjacent side value is 1 by 2 by hypotenuse is 1. So we will get 1 by 2. So here the point, here the value is, the point of intersection is 1 by 2. Cos 60 is 1 by 2 and sin 60 we got it as root 3 by 2. This 60 degrees we can write it in radians as pi by 3. Okay. Now, as we done for 60 degrees, similarly if you calculate at 180 minus 60, that is 120 degrees, which in pi radians we can write it as 2 pi by 3 at 120 degrees, which in pi radians we can write it as 2 pi by 3. If you do the calculation as we done for 60 degrees, you will get the values of x and y coordinates same, only there will be change in the sign. Here x coordinate is negative, here y is positive, is it not? So the values here will be minus 1 by 2 root 3 by 2. Okay, as x is negative, y is positive at 120 degrees, the values will be minus 1 by 2, cos 120 will be minus 1 by 2, sin 120 will be root 3 by 2. Now, similarly, if we calculate at 240 degrees, which in radians we can write it as 4 pi by 3. Okay, here the values will be, here x is negative, y is negative, is it not? So you will get minus 1 by 2 minus root 3 by 2. The coordinates will be minus 1 by 2 minus root 3 by 2. Similarly, if you calculate at 300 degrees, that is 180 minus 30 degrees, 180 minus 60 degrees, it is 180 plus 60 degrees. Here it is 360 minus 60 degrees at 300 degrees, which in pi radians we can write it as 5 pi by 3. Here the values will be x is positive, y is negative, is it not? So the coordinates will be 1 by 2 minus root 3 by 2. So once you will get, if you get the value of 60 degrees, you can easily get at 120 degrees, 240 degrees, 300 degrees. So it is better to remember the value of sin 60 and cos 60, so that our calculations, we can do our calculations fast, because by remembering the value at 60 degrees, you can get the value at 120 degrees, 240 degrees, 300 degrees. So sin 60 is root 3 by 2, cos 60 degrees is 1 by 2. Okay, so it is better to remember 60 degrees. By remembering this value at sin and cos at 60 degrees, you can get the remaining 3 values, only the change is in these signs. The value is same, is it not? X coordinate and y coordinate, that is cos theta and sin theta is same, only there is a change in the signs. Okay. Finally, let us see what values we got at 0 degrees, 30 degrees, 45 degrees, 60 degrees, 90 degrees using the unit circle. So sin theta we got at 0, sin theta and cos theta. Sin theta at 0 degrees we got it as 0, cos theta at 0 degrees we got it as 1. So 90 will be 1, 0. Sin 90 will be 1 and cos 90 will be 0. Sin 45 we got as 1 by root 2. This is also 1 by root 2. Sin 30 degrees we got as 1 by 2. Cos 30 degrees we got it as root 3 by 2. Reverse. The sin 60 will be reverse. That is root 3 by 2. Cos 60 will be 1 by 2. Once we get the sin theta and cos theta, we can easily calculate the tan theta. Is it not? So tan theta, remaining the trigonometric ratios we can easily calculate. Is because all are in relation with the sin theta and cosecant, the cos theta. Is it not? So we can calculate tan theta, cot theta, cosecant theta, secant theta. So tan 0 will be 0 by 1 is nothing but 0. Cot theta will be 1 by 0, which is infinity, which is undefined. So tan 0 we got as 0, cot 0 as infinity. Here we will get tan 90 as infinity, cot 90 as 0. Okay. at 45 degrees, both tan 45 and cot 45 are same, which is 1. Next, here the value of tan theta will be 1 by root 3. Here it will be root 3. Cos theta by sin theta, is it not? The reverse of this. So this will be, at 60 degrees it will be root 3 and this will be 1 by root 3. Now cosecant theta. Let us study about the cosecant theta and secant theta at these angles. Okay. So cosecant theta is nothing but 1 by sin theta. So 1 by 0 is infinity, which is not defined. Secant theta. Secant theta is nothing but 1 by cos theta. So 1 by cos 0 is nothing, 1 by 1 is nothing but 1. Is it not? So we got at 0 degrees cosecant theta is infinity and secant theta is 1. So at 90 degrees you will get infinite 1. Cos 90 will be 1 and secant 90 will be infinity. Okay. At 45 degrees both the values will be same, that is root 2 root 2. Next, here secant theta, at secant theta sin theta is 1 by 2. So sin theta here it is 1 by 2. So secant theta will be 2. Secant theta, the cos theta at 30 degrees is root 3 by 2. So secant theta will be 2 by root 3. So here at 60 degrees it will be 2 by root 3 and here it will be secant 60 will be 2. Okay. In this way you have to remember the values of sin theta at 0 degrees, 30 degrees, 45 degrees, 60 degrees and 90 degrees, which are very important for doing calculations as well as for studying about the graphs of trigonometric functions, which I am going to make on which concept I am going to make video in the next which will be in my next upcoming video. Okay. So in the next video let us study about the graphs of trigonometric functions. Hope you have understood how to get the values of trigonometric functions at angles 0, 30, 0 degrees, 30 degrees, 45 degrees, 60 degrees and 90 degrees and so on. Okay. Please like, share and subscribe for more videos on more concepts. Thank you.